Hi guys, and welcome to Loving Keto, Ron's weight loss journey, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new to the YouTube channel, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel? It helps other people know when I post the latest video like this one. And before we get started, I'd like to state that I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal experience. So please check with your doctor first before you do any weight loss journey or anything else regarding to your health. Today is Sunday, and I'm pre-filming this out a day ahead of time because I got a busy week coming up. So today marks the end of week 78 keto results. And how did we do? Well, we didn't do too well. I weighed myself up this morning and I was 220 pounds, and that was with the clothes and without the clothes on, and I took a little video of it. And I started the week off at 216, so I had a 4-pound gain, which I'm not going to worry about it. A lot of it's due to stress. I've had issues going on with my hip area, in my right leg area, and my I got a big red spot, the front part of my right leg in the calf area. It's burning. It's really a dark reddish purplish color, and it's flaky and crusty, and it feels like somebody's constantly pouring hot water over it. Kind of like feels like almost like there's a flesh-eating bacteria doing some damage to my leg. I asked for help over the last 3 or 4 years and not getting the proper help I need. And not to mention my leg being swollen. And last week we went to UMass, last week we went over to the St. Vincent's Hospital, and back doctor said you don't need surgery on your back, just pain management will do, and I could continue on with the cortisone treatments. And he looked at the leg and he said, I need you to go to the wound specialist. So I called the wound specialist up after I called my primary care. I couldn't get anywhere with her. So I hung up on them. Then I switched doctors to a new doctor. I made contact with them in a new facility. She seems to be okay, but well, my judgment's not out on her yet. And so then meantime, like Saturday night, which is today is Sunday, I've been up all night in back pain and my leg pain, actually more or less leg pain. My leg is on fire, and it's terrible. And so anyways, I called the wound center up Thursday, and I couldn't get anywhere with them. They said, well, as long as it's not an open wound, we can't really see you. And this is up in Worcester and UMass, so I got kind of fed up with them, and I hung up on them. And then I finally called up the vascular vein people, because my leg has been swollen really, really hard, and it feels like there's got some like something's pushing out on it, and I'm in a lot of pain, and that's preventing me from walking. That's another reason why my weight's not flying off like it did last year. So in the meantime, I called her up, explained everything, what was said in the last 3 or 4 days, and how we got a new doctor and everything. And she needed to know about my stent that was put in my leg in 2015, where it was done, and who did the surgery, and what did they do, and who did it. So I got her all that information. And she said, I'm going to get you an appointment over here as soon as possible. And then Friday night, when I was doing the bingo, I sell pull tabs or charity game tickets, and I do whatever the bingo wants me to do because I just enjoy it. And I got a call from UMass that they made an appointment for me, but I got to call them back to find out when the appointment is. So that's the first thing I'm going to be doing Monday morning. And then my leg, I called up the dermatologist in Leominster, and they're going to take a look at my leg Thursday to see what's going on there. I think it could possibly be, there's definitely an infection in the leg area. It could possibly be cellulitis, or maybe a staph infection, or just a bad case of psoriasis, but I don't think it's psoriasis. There's something going on there, and it's terrible, and it's keeping me up all night. It hurts. I don't scratch it because I can't put my hand on it, but the skin just flakes over. You got these big peely flaky skin that comes off of it, and it's terrible. And so when I talked to the back doctor about that, I told him, I said, yeah, when I'm walking with a limp and my leg is collapsing. He said, Ron, that's all coming in from that area down there with your leg being swollen. Now we know we got lipidemia, and so I went to 2 back doctors. I went to 2 vascular vein surgeons over here in that city, and both of them told me the same thing. There's nothing they could do for me, and we just give you a compression stocking. But meantime, I got that red scar over there. They didn't even recognize that I had a problem there, and so you can see I get really frustrated. And my biggest fear is, guys, that I fear that they're going to tell me that they're going to cut my leg off because we waited too long. And if that happens, I'll be getting many attorneys as I need to get, and I'm going to go after all those places that didn't recognize that there was a problem there when I complained about it all along. And it's well documented. Now, nobody's going to just tell me that you need okay, so the 2 vascular vein surgeons told me that I needed a compression stocking. Either one of them fit me. I couldn't wear them. And so I'm thinking that, maybe they could have at least subscribed me as some type of a pump to pump the blood and get that going again. But there's no circulation there in that leg at all. And that's half the other problem I'm having. So if you guys, the bottom line about all this, I believe God did this to me for a specific reason, because as I'm documenting my journey, if that falls within your category, get something done right away. I mean, I didn't wait till all of a sudden it's there. I've been complaining about this issue for like about 4 years now, and nothing's getting done, and I'm very, very upset about it. And again, last night I woke up at 1:30 in a lot of pain. I've been up all night long and went back to bed about 5:30 for about an hour, but I felt like I got 0 sleep. But anyways, enough said of that. I'll give you a follow-up on next week's video on week 79 update, and let you know what's going on for that. And just, all I'm asking for you guys is just kind of like say a prayer for me. I do believe in God. I'm very spiritual. I do believe in Jesus. I pray every night and every day and throughout the course of my day. And at the end of the day, when I can still have my legs and walk and I can see, I mean, I don't want to. I try to stay very positive and very focused and upbeat about everything. So what did we do this week? Well, I went down to option 1 one day this week, and my friend Kelly had left the gym, and I'm a little bit disappointed there. But we all have to do what we have to do. So I went on the treadmill for about 20 minutes, and I can't do the treadmill anymore. I can't even exercise anymore. So tomorrow, being Monday, I'm going to go down to the gym and turn in my pay. I got a written hand note that I got to why I want to leave the gym, and I'll show them my leg because I can't exercise like that. It's a waste of money spending they charge $39 every month, which is not that bad. But I have a gym right across the street where I live, and the gym's only about $10 a month. So at some point I might wind up going over there, but right now I got to focus on myself and my health and get my everything back on order. As far as the weight goes, I had a 4-pound weight gain this past week, but I think a lot of it's just been a lot of emotional stress. I didn't really eat like garbage food that can have the 4-pound gain. My whole system has been out of whack. I'm not sleeping, and I'm eating all hours of the day and night now. And I used to fast. So what we want to do this week, we're gonna go back to doing a beef and butter fast. We tried the egg fast about a week and a half ago. I don't want to do eggs again. I will have them on occasion, like fried eggs and that. So I documented my weight this morning at 220 pounds. Starting tomorrow, Monday, we're going to be doing the beef and butter fast. And for meals, we're going to be making a meatloaf using gluten-free pork rinds. I made that particular recipe before. And that'll be towards the end of the week when we get off of the beef and we start transitioning over to carbs. And then I'm going to be making some 20/80 ground chuck. I'll fry it up and weigh it up in 12-ounce containers, and I'll prep my meals for the entire week. I'll probably do some kibasi, some sausage, and some bacon. And I have all this in the refrigerator freezer, and I'm going to take everything out that I'm going to be prepping all week, and I'm going to lay it up on the counter and take a tiny little video of it and just show you what I'm going to be eating, and then I'm going to show you how I prep my meals, and then I'll film out each day what I eat and how I prep it. So the 20/80 ground beef, I fry it up, put a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of all-seasoned bagel and seasoning in. And once it's fried up, I'll weigh it up on the scale for the 12 ounces of each container. And then I'll take a tablespoon of the Kerrygold butter and I'll put it on top. And then I'll put the lid on each one of those containers, and then I'll put it in, after they cool down, I'll put it in the refrigerator, and I'll stack them. And then for the next 2 or 3 days, I'll have enough meal prep that I can eat that anytime I want. The same thing with the bacon and the sausage. It's some of it's processed meat, but I mean, I'm okay with that. But that leads me to another comment I wanted to make. I did as an experiment, I tried to make a kibasi with cabbage and an onion. And I fried it. I had 1 pound of kielbasa, which is 1 package, and I cubed it all up into small little bite-sized slices. Fried it up in a little bit of olive oil and popped it out of that, and then I put it in a bowl, and then I chopped up a whole cabbage, and I only used half, but I sauteed it down till it was translucent with an onion, and then I added back the kielbasa, and I let that cook again till it warmed all the way through. And somebody had a problem with my what I eat on social media, Facebook. So that's a perfectly healthy meal for keto guys. I mean, it might be a little dirty keto meal there, but I mean, you know, somebody shouldn't have a problem with what somebody else eats. Now, I've been doing the ketogenic lifestyle since 2020, and even though my weight this morning is 220 pounds, I lost over 110 pounds since I started my weight loss journey on August 20th. And if you go all the way back to my heaviest, hang on. So at my highest weight, I was 367 pounds, roughly about, when I married Donna, maybe a little heavier than that. And she saw something in me. She accepted me for what was inside my heart. All right. So, I know for a fact I was at least 367 pounds on one of the older medical records when they give you the doctor's printout. So if you go by that to where I am now on the 220 pound scale this morning, I lost 147 pounds. And so I'm looking at the overall, what I've been able to accomplish and what I've been able to do to help people to get out there and get healthy and get moving. And so when I say I'm having a bad week and I gain 3 or 4 pounds, I'm not worried about it, guys. It is what it is. I just know a lot of this is just from stress. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. But so like I said, we're definitely going to be doing a beef and butter fast for 5 days with a 2-day period of transitioning. And I'm going to film out the what Ron eats in a day series for the beef and butter fast. We're going to weigh in. We already got the scale number for the start of the fast, which is 220 pounds. I'll do a midweek weigh-in, and then I'll do a final weigh-in on the end of the week, which will be next Sunday. And then on, I'll prep the meals out like I would do and show you what I'm eating and how I prep my meals. And as far as what you eat on the beef and butter fast, you don't have to isolate it to just beef. It could be any poultry, pork, fish, chicken. Pretty much. And if you drink coffee or tea or some type of hot liquid in the morning, it generally calls for a bulletproof coffee. I can't hack that. So I drink my coffee accordingly, and I have a little bit of light cream, monk fruit, and my Keurig coffee that I have in the morning. I have an Nantucket blend medium roast. That's my choice of coffee. I typically have about 3 or 4 cups a day, and I'm fine with that. And then I'll have a diet soda, which is really a Coke Zero, and that's typically what I'll have over the course of the week. But and I try to limit those to about 1 or 2 a day, unless I'm having a bad day like I did yesterday. And and I bought some pepperoni, and I bought some small little cracker-sized salami bits that I for a snack in between when I'm hungry. And that's all fine for the ketogenic lifestyle for the beef fast. And today is Sunday. We're having a roasted chicken. I haven't had one of those in a while. I bought one the other day at Market Basket for $10. And it's kind of huge, but I'll just take whatever's left, what we don't eat today, take it off the chicken, get rid of the chicken bone, and then I'll probably put it in a plastic Ziploc bag and have some of that over the course of the week, and then maybe make a soup out of the rest of it for later on down the road. And so that's what I'll probably do with that particular chicken. And other than the leg, it's going really good. I'm really disappointed at myself right now because I can't get out there and do too much walking because I'm in a lot of pain as I'm walking. A lot of it's coming in from my hip and my leg area, and I'm just really disappointed. But anyways, on the lighter side of it, so for some good news out of all this, I was at the studio Thursday talking to my friend and director of the studio, Carl, and telling him all the stuff I've been making an experiment with. I did like cookies I made, the cheddar cheese cookies, which I really love those. I'm going to be making those again. Stuffed shrimp with cheese, stuffed pickles I made yesterday, the chicken can pizza, and he asked me about possibility about filming out some recipes and putting them on the Lemon Stax's television access channel. And so I'm thinking about it, and I had somebody make me a nice introduction for a video. Now I'm going to have him make me 2 more, but I'm going to change one. This is Ron's Kitchen over to Keto Cooking with Ron, and I think that's how I want my YouTube channel to read when I'm doing keto cooking. And so when eventually when I get enough videos ahead, I'm probably going to wind up creating a whole new channel just for Keto Cooking with Ron series. And you know, it should be good. But here's the thing about the recipes. I talk a lot, and you know what happens is I go off subject, and instead of having a 20-minute video, it winds up being a 30-minute video. And I'm not Rachel Ray, and I'm not Bobby Flay or whatever. I'm not Robert Urich, and a lot of Guy Fieri and all those great chefs out there. I'm Ron, and sometimes I mess up. I'll say teaspoon, I meant tablespoon, and you know, because I never took home ec and any of that stuff. I'm learning as I'm going here. So, but all these recipes that I'm cooking and recreating, I made a lot of these recipes at the start of my weight loss journey, and I never really filmed any of this stuff out at the very beginning because I wasn't too sure how to do this. And so I'm going back to all my older videos, and I'll put one up every now and then on Throwback Thursday or Skinny Wednesday, and how what worked for me that week and what didn't work for this week. And so when we were really heavy, the heavier you are, obviously, and if you're doing the ketogenic lifestyle right, the more a successful rate you're going to have to lose your weight, and weight's going to come off a lot quicker rather than slower like it is now for me. And I was eating like 20 net carbs a day, and I was doing carb manager and calculating out the food and make sure I made enough protein and macros and calories and all that stuff there. I kind of got away from that for a little while, but I definitely want to go back to it. So after we find out what's going on with the leg, and we'll do the slow process of returning back to that type of the calorie macro thing that we're supposed to be having for my appropriate weight and height. And I was watching Jess from Keto Rewind, and she was saying how she started upping her carbs and getting a little more carbs in. And I've been following her since she actually got me involved in my weight loss journey. And I came across her channel, and I fell in love with her and the way she structured her channel. And her family all participates in keto, or keto as my maid calls it. And but anyways, can't thank her enough. And Steph from Incredible Shrinking Steffi and Kim's Weight Loss Commitment and a whole host of other ones I follow. But they're all marvelous YouTubers. We all only want to help people get healthy, and that's the bottom line, to get healthy. And I'm getting there, but it's just the leg right now is aggravating me. And so I was talking to Deborah, there's Jess's mom, away from in a private text message the other night, and she asked me about my leg. And another Deb that I was talking to, she was asking me about my leg, and I showed them the picture that you're seeing behind me, and actually on the side. And she said, "Oh my God," I said, "Ryan, you need to get something done about that leg." I said, "Yeah, tell me about it." And so I'm going to keep both of those ladies informed. And they're all here to help everybody. And I'm 66 years old, coming in August. And I want to continue living no matter what happens forward with the world events going on that are going to happen and still continuing to happen, and just try to stay focused and don't watch too much in the news. I typically will get up in the morning, watch 2 minutes of the weather, sports, and maybe one, and this is just the local news. I don't watch too much of the world news because I don't want to talk about that because I get too depressed. And but I know things are going to change, and and I believe that. And if I didn't believe that, what would be the point in me living? Just like my leg is going to change. Like I said, if they wind up cutting my leg off, then so be it. But if they wind up cutting the leg off, then somebody's going to pay me for that, because it's on record. I've been complaining about this for over 4 years now, and I just don't feel as if I'm at this point in my life right now where I'm under too much stress with the leg, and I'm constantly having emotional breakdowns, and I can't deal with it too much any longer. It's that really bad, and so we're just hoping for the best. We I don't know what that saying is, expect the worst and hope for the best or something like that. But yeah, so I guess enough said of that. We talked about the beef and butter fast and the meal prep, what we're going to do. We talked about the new studio kitchen series with Ron coming up, and some of the activity I did this week. I didn't do too much activity this past week. I visited the guys one day this week at the Historical Commission. They get on my nerves. I let too many stupid little things bother me, and I kind of like walked out on them Thursday. I said, I gotta go, and we had an issue over here where one of the members didn't like how I set up the files over there to find some retail photographs, and when I first went over there, they were scattered every which way possible, loose, all over the place on the computer, and I reorganized them into a system where I thought it would be easier for them to understand, and the system that I did, it took me a long time to get all the retail images together. It's like I don't get any thank you for that, and I don't get paid for what I did, and I don't want to get paid, but don't be criticizing the person that did the work. I told them, well, you can always set it up yourself and do an easier system that you understand. So I'm just, at some point, I'm going to be walking away from both organizations, both the society and the commission, and possibly even the studio. But, that's all something I enjoy doing. And, sometimes it just is at the point with everything just starts to bother me, and it's just time to step back and take a little vacation from those places, which is what I'm doing right now, and concentrating on my leg. And, so that's what we're going to be doing this week, the beef and butter fast. But again, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, can you please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And, remember Karen and Sharon, the mother that you guys go. Remember, you guys are amazing. I love you guys. Just keep me in your thoughts and prayers that, that the leg comes out okay, and they can find out the proper diagnosis for my leg and what can be do to correct it to go forward, because I got to have something done about it. I can't deal with it too much any longer. But have a great week, guys, and I'll give you an update if I get any more updates over the course of the week. Talk to you guys later.